Why, Phil? Why? Why would I do this? Why would I stream with no microphone? Why would my microphone just not work? My microphone has never not worked. Have I just been streaming for 50 minutes with no microphone? Cool. That would be that would be pretty impressive. I probably have. I've probably been streaming for 50 minutes with no microphone. You know, normally I check those things. How are you doing, Phil Powers? This is going to be a great VOD. I'm still going to upload it to YouTube. I still will upload it. Oh, wow. I'm doing okay. I feel like we made some progress. I've made some progress here. Like seems like a thing. The project I'm working on, like day jobby kind of project for the moment, is going reasonably well, and that's pretty good. Things are okay. Springtimey here in Portland. It's nice outside. Did I seriously stream this whole time? Why? I have never had that problem where I just open OBS, or at least not for a very long time. So it's been so long since I've had audio problems that I became complacent. And on these night streams, nobody's been around. So, man, I can't believe I went that long. That makes me curious if I wonder if the stream I did yesterday had no audio. No, it did, because I talked. Axio came at the end. So yeah, I really don't know. Oh. There was a Windows update. I did have to restart from a Windows update this evening. So that might be the reason. Wow, gosh, 50 minutes, no audio. Should I still post this? Nobody cares. Some people watch these on YouTube, and hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, I appreciate it. I don't know why they do, because I'm just always rambling, stumbling through things. Yeah, okay. I got the Phil Power seal of approval. Gonna post it. Phil, I don't know. It's been a week or two since you've been around, right? Have you seen any of this Cloudflare stuff that I've been doing? Binary C put me onto this, and I think it's actually pretty interesting. So it's like, you know, it's all the new hotness. It's very like edge workers are going to change the world and change all your services. Replace all your services. No more servers. It's all just edge workers. But the thing that is cool about Cloudflare workers, which I have not seen any other worker kind of setup do this. Maybe there's a way with Amazon or Google or Azure or whatever, anybody else who has workers. But two things that they offer, which I think is cool. How do we get to the documentation? Here. So, you know, like just running a worker kind of Lambda function, whatever, is all well and good, but we can do two things here that are awesome. One of them is we can have WebSocket connections. So they have this weird strategy for letting you have a persistent WebSocket connection with a like serverless worker, which is cool. But then you're like, well, that's great, but they can't talk together. So like I can have a worker just talk to my WebSocket, I guess, and that worker runs forever and I have to pay $1 trillion. Like, what's the point of that? But it seems that you can, it doesn't just seem, you can. They also have this thing called durable objects, which is like a persistent in-memory magical data store that you can use to bridge things together. And so you can kind of broker your WebSocket connections through this. So you can have these, the pitch anyway, is that you can have these like infinitely scalable experiences-ish just using workers. So stuff like Heat or stuff like other, you know, multi-user WebSocket-y things that I do that are always a huge pain because of scale. This seems like it might let it scale forever. Although now that I have said that, I should check something important, because I did just say, how are we going to check this? You. So the thing that is, do you happen to know with AWS Lambda? I don't know of a way to do this, and I don't want to anyway because I hate AWS. It is every experience I've had with it has only been bad. But I have never seen. Well, somebody says you can talk to it, but how can you like talk to them together? Five minutes. Yeah, I think this is not really what we want to do. Anyway, people do stuff. You could probably, I'm sure you could rig it up with like Lambda functions and Elasticache or whatever, and like use several AWS services to kind of do the thing that I'm trying to do. But you seem to be able to just get it kind of out of the box with Cloudflare. Although the durable object thing is brand new and seemingly like a little bit shaky, but then it's all in one place and you don't need like 9 different very expensive services from AWS, which you always need in my experience with AWS. In fact, for Heat, weirdly, the most expensive part of Heat was Elasticache. It wasn't actually like any of the work that was done. It was just the like back-end kind of Redis server that let the individual nodes talk together. That's what by far cost the most. And I don't need that here because I got durable objects. Did I not run the thing? So the thing that is very unclear to me, and I don't even know if they know, they meaning Cloudflare, because both the WebSocket stuff and the durable object stuff is so new. How they're going to price them and how you treat a WebSocket connection to a thing that is only supposed to run for 50 milliseconds. So this is connected to, I don't even know where we're connected. Who can say? Is this connected to, so this is connected to the fake channel, the fake Twitch channel. But even though like these are all executing and they have a 50 millisecond timeout, the WebSocket is remaining connected, because I would get an error if the WebSocket connection closed. So it's weird. So somehow the WebSocket connection is maintained and kept up, even though the workers, I guess it's all the durable objects that does it. It's kind of magical. I know what SNS. What is SQS? Squiss. Oh, a queuing service. Interesting. Like, the thing with Heat is I don't need any persistence. I just need it, which I mean, you could say using a queuing service for that, but I need all the clicks to come in, and then if there are broadcasters, which you'd assume there's only one person connected per channel, but maybe not. Maybe a channel has multiple people connected. Via WebSockets, those people get all the data immediately. And that took like 4 services to do on AWS. And all of them are annoying to configure. Whereas with here on Cloudflare, I just have this, in fact, it was one file until what I was just doing was, what I just started doing was breaking it into a few files just to make it a little less monolithic. But it'll be one file after I webpack it anyway. And that's all. I just upload it and it works and it's pretty dang cool. My fear is that they're gonna make it expensive because both durable objects and WebSockets are kind of early access and they haven't really decided what their pricing is. But you would expect them, I would expect them to, if they're thinking of building this for people who are going to have long-term WebSocket connections, charging for WebSocket connection duration seems like a bad choice. They might still do that, but I would really hope that they would not do that. Remember when I streamed for 50 minutes with my microphone off? I used to always check that. At the beginning of every stream, I would check that. So I'm kind of expecting a build break here. Yes, that's fine. I was expecting it. Yeah, actually, that's an interesting thing here is that there's two models for the pricing. And one model, which this kind of makes sense. They have one model that is, where is it? And this is the one I just switched to. One of them is purely based on requests, and that's it. Like, no, there's no other. Well, okay, you pay based on requests, but the limit is that every script can only run for 50 milliseconds. And right now my script's like 1 millisecond, so I'm not worried about it. Although that could get, I don't know, we have to see how that scales because there's like cooldown stuff that will get slower the more people there are per channel. Or you pay per, you have a number of requests and you have duration and you have egress. Which you would, yeah, I would kind of imagine. You're probably right that when they do turn on pricing for WebSockets, they would probably charge for egress. And if that's the case, then it would behoove me to make my packets smaller than they are probably. Because they're not small currently. They're not big, they're just lazy, they're just JSON. When they really could be a few bytes. They're probably 10 times bigger than they actually need to be. I'm still in disbelief that I streamed that long with no microphone. Good work, me. Okay, what happened? Did I do this wrong? Utilities. What did I do wrong? Utilities. Utilities. Did I name the file correctly? Utilities. Now it doesn't even look like a word anymore. Utilities. It's just a bunch of I's and L's. Who even knows? Why didn't this work? Do I have to have it export to? Do I have to do this? I don't know. I'm new to this. So why was channel object not? Because I don't actually have to import that in here? But I do. I don't think I'm doing this correctly. Yeah, so that's a slight problem. Maybe more than slight. Because, interesting. Because that just has to be in the file. But it's probably not ending up in there because Webpack is probably like, you didn't use it. This is suspiciously short. Did you actually include the handle errors? Lock from blame. Yeah, it's all in there. So we need to force Webpack. We just need to import it even if no matter what. Webpack, Johnny, lazy, eager. All modules included. What is the default? Oh, oh, lazy is the default. Generate a lazy loadable chunk for each imported module. So do we need to force this to eager? I don't know how it works. I can't quite tell if that's the thing we actually want. Cloudflares? I don't know. Is that bad or is it good? It might be good. Maybe it's good. I don't even know what language bindings they support. Is it just JavaScript? You could, oh, maybe you can't. Sad. I was gonna say you could try to compile, you could WebAssembly your .NET, but you can't. Yeah. Maybe I should just write everything in C. Get some real performance out of Heat. And then I'll jump up a roof trying to implement all. Well, I wonder if you, I don't know how that works. Just in like, what can you do? Can you access? So I guess they're just using it for so they still have like a main JavaScript class, and it's just calling into the this thing. Interesting. Okay, so this person is saying, why are imports being... Elided? What does it elided mean? Let's just simply reference the module. Okay, so, but we could do this, right? Like, that looks like a thing that's not normally ideal, but in this case, we don't use the channel object. We just literally want the channel object. I don't really have any direct experience with Emscripten. I've only really encountered it. Yeah, I don't think I've even done anything with it. I've just done, that still didn't work. You know, like when you do Unity for WebGL, it uses Emscripten, but I don't think I've ever built anything directly. Why didn't that work? Does not export class channel object, but I included channel object in JS, and the first thing it does is export class channel object. But maybe it does seem kind of magical. This feels a little weird. Because I'm like inlining that one thing. This doesn't feel right. Like an important thing. I just need to say, hey, always do it, buddy. But maybe my thinking's just wrong on this. The way they want it. Because they want to look in and see that I have the thing. I'll just read all these people arguing on the internet. Great. Phil, I'm glad you showed up. One, because I'm glad to see you here. And also, in fact, you know, why aren't you a VIP? Because then you could have alerted me. Because what if I just hadn't looked over? It would have been a disaster. You should be a VIP. Roles. Am I doing this wrong? Oh, that's annoying. It reloaded my chat to do that? That's cool. Well, if you said anything, anybody, I missed it because Twitch is cool. Roles, open a new tab. Do this. How do I do it? I probably could have done it in the chat, and then now I've cleared the chat. I'm falling apart over here. Yo, can you say something? And then I can try to do it on your name in the chat, but I've cleared the chat. Okay, yes, this microphone is on. Now, can I click your name? Now can I do the thing? I don't want to... Not mod. Maybe I can't do the thing. Now I don't know how to get rid of this. Sorry, I only know how to ban you now. That seems to be the only way I can get rid of this button or get rid of this pop-up is to ban you forever. I apologize. I didn't want it to be like this, but here we are. Okay, roles, new tab. Let's try it again. Bill Powers. I trust you. I trust you not to abuse the alert, which I need to get rid of because it annoys me, but sometimes it's important. Okay, you should have an important new VIP icon now. Does this work? Maybe it's broken too. Who knows? It works. Okay. You should be able to alert now. In case of emergency, there's an emergency. I wish I could do more. I want to give you more icons. I want you to look like a general with just like badges all across your chest. Okay, I forgot what we were even trying to do. Yes, we were trying to make sure that this was force included. So this one's, it's weird because I definitely see why this is a problem. And it's because of the way, like, Cloudflare just wants this channel object to be in your file. And so it needs to exist, which I thought this would have done. This seemed like a thing that would work, but it didn't work. Right? When we do this, it's going to freak out. I mean, it's going to compile, but then when we try to look in here, let's get all this nonsense. We get the utilities. No, it looks like it is in there. Oh. Did it get minified? How was it ever working then? We definitely don't need to minify. How do I not minify? I want to maxify. Minimize false. How did this happen to me? I never meant to learn Webpack. I feel like I've avoided it for years. I've done a good job never really knowing what was going on with Webpack. Okay. Look at all this dumb Webpack stuff they crammed in my file. But maybe it's okay. So what does this give us? We get some weirdo Webpack nonsense. We get some weird concatenated module. We get the channel object, which we wanted just untouched. And we get this. Why did it rename my modules? Why would it do that? Why would it do that to me? I see some fleeting kisses flying through the air. I know it's not the most exciting thing. We gotta get back. When we get this done and get it all deployed, we'll get back to making some things for heat. Maybe. Okay. I think maybe this worked. It's 10 o'clock. It should be quiet, not bother my neighbors. It should be so quiet that my microphone is off. Okay, this new version of the script does not export class channel object. I beg to differ. It doesn't. We still want to export that. Webpack is still doing a bunch of dumb stuff. Do we need... Okay, let's just try and think this through for a second. Like, I want it to still say export, but I don't know how to search for that. Like, I don't want you to optimize at all. Optimization module IDs. Like, I just wonder if we can disable this, or if there's just, I don't know. There's some other thing. That we need to do. Maybe this didn't do the dumb. Is naming less dumb? Naming still looks dumb to me. Optimization module IDs. Chunk IDs. Figure out which exports are provided by modules to generate more efficient code for export star from. I don't know. I'm just going to guess a few of these and we'll see how it goes. Like, we really want... I kind of want Webpack to do basically nothing. That didn't work. None of these seem to be doing the thing we want. How about this thing? We just straight up include those things. Maybe what I actually would want, you know, like I'd really just want very rhythmic kisses happening. Are you trying to tell me to change this code right here? You sent a message from the kisses. I mean, we don't actually have to split into multiple files. I just kind of wanted to. We could still keep, this is fairly minimal. We could keep those two things and because it really wants it in the main file, it seems, and I don't care that much. It is I kind of want Webpack to be doing nothing though, except mushing things together. Like I sort of want Webpack, I just don't know how to do that. I just want to tell Webpack, well, leave me alone. Like I just want to I only want to import. Disable all optimization. VS Code, how's it going? Are you the VS Code? The official VS Code? I'm using you right now. Oh my gosh, it's Axio. Listen, Axio, you were a lifesaver last night. You came in like an angel from heaven just when I needed you. But tonight, you were not there. You were not here when I needed you. Oh, should I do that? Phil, maybe that's not a bad idea. Like, because I just want to... It's a little annoying. It's a lot annoying, in fact. It was quite annoying to get this working in a way that Cloudflare was happy with it. Axio, I streamed for 50 minutes with no microphone. Silent, dead silent. And then Phil Powers rolled in and thought, I don't know. I don't even know what Phil Powers thought. Who can say? Because there's like, we say your modules, we say we want that. We're using this weird experimental Webpack thing to output a module. You know what? I don't think we have to do any of this anymore. I just realized. I think I just realized we don't care. Okay, I have a new... Oh, let my brain spin for a minute. The whole point of all the Webpack stuff we did is when we were trying to get external node modules to work, and then we got rid of all dependencies. So we don't care anymore. So, okay, we're gonna undo some things. We're gonna move backwards in time a little bit. You peed on stream. Did you get extra subs? Okay, I want to remove Webpack from the equation. So Phil, I'm interested in what you're saying. Phil, first of all, should I... Only one person was there? Did they subscribe? Phil, should I switch to TypeScript for everything that I do? That's one important question, and the answer is probably yes. Okay, we're just going to be very naive about this for now. And it's going to be really weird, actually, now that I think about it. Doing the thing that I'm about to do is going to be weird, but I think that's okay. and then JWT. The main reason, so okay, I am definitely interested in TypeScript, certainly have been for some time. I think the thing that has kept me from it is only that very often I just, jump into glitch or whatever and quickly throw something together in JavaScript, and then I would be annoyed because I would accidentally start typing TypeScript, I guess. I guess that's why I haven't. I don't know. So I actually, a few days ago, I went to use the bathroom and I did not, it was just me being absent-minded. I clicked the wrong thing when I was trying to be a secret peer. Okay, this should work again, but we're gonna try something new. That's gonna be amazing. Okay, so that works. But what if we did this? What if we did this? And then we didn't even care about this. Because who cares? Okay, can't do that. That's what we learned. We learned we can't do that. Well, what if we did this? Okay, we're doing great. Don't call Webpack because we don't care anymore. I'm done with that. Main module is not what? Yeah, because that's the wrong file name. Yeah, I mean, of course, like I definitely, sure, that's having a compiler that knows about things seems real smart. Like that seems like a real advantage. Okay, I think that just worked. The thing I really wonder though is if is this secretly webpacking under the hood? Could I include something? Guess we could try that by doing the following. I don't think this will work, but let's just try it real fast, which would be this. And then we would say, instead of this whole thing here, we would just try to inline. Import channel object. Yes. I don't really think it's gonna work, but let's see what happens. Yeah, because it doesn't know about it. That's fine. I'm fine with staying in a single file for now. I just wanted to see if we could tidy things up. I kind of like being in a single file, honestly. Will the TypeScript compiler... I mean, I'd have to switch over all at once, right? Like I'd have to go through and just give every single thing a type. How does it feel? Can I have an MTS? Can I have a TypeScript module? We don't care about you anymore. We don't care about you anymore. We don't care about you anymore. We don't care about... I don't care about, get out of here, Webpack. You were so much trouble. Good riddance. Good riddance. And then really, I don't care about this anymore. I definitely don't care about this anymore. Well, maybe we should keep that. I probably can't do this because it's Windows. We don't care about you anymore, node modules. Get out of here. Do we care? I don't really care that much about a package JSON. And this guy, I wonder if this number is a secret. I shouldn't show it on stream. Too late. We do this, we upload this. We don't care about modules because we wrote the JSON web token stuff our dang selves. And great. So, okay. Bill, in theory, if I wanted to switch this to TypeScript, TypeScript ESM module, can you do that? Can I do it? Like, I don't want CommonJS though. ES6 modules today with TypeScript. I see. Okay. So this would be our compiler. Okay. I don't understand why that's why they're using CommonJS. Isn't that different? Oh, that's to do a CJS versus a MJS. I'm a bit confused about this. Sometimes we have to escalate to Google. I feel like I do that in every search on stream when I'm looking for anything remotely technical. Everything is a nightmare. And Michael Jackson. Great. Aunt Stanley. Cannot transpile. Why not? I mean, is it literally just a file name problem? Surely we're past that. No, this is from 4 years ago and it's still open. Awesome. Really? TS config. It's not that big of a deal. It just needs to still be a module when I'm done with it. You know, it just needs to still be. To have a valid MJS content. Oh, that's published 2 months ago. We'll remap all the generated files. I mean, is it really just a file name issue? Because if it's just a file name issue, who cares? Oh, I see. It also, like, inside the files, it will. I don't think I care that much. Do I care that much? Now wait, so but are you telling me that as part of the compile process, I can produce a single file that will already inline all the stuff that's included? Is that a thing I can do? So I can compile and just have it like concatenate or import or whatever? Yeah, the MJS part isn't that important. As long as it ended up looking like the thing. Interesting. I don't know. I'm not ready to undertake this. But maybe the next, we could port this to TypeScript. I feel like it would make my life easier if I could get compile errors when I'm building stuff like this. Because as it is, it's like you don't know if things work until the code runs, which is obviously a nightmare. I just don't know if I want to port this whole thing right this minute. I mean, definitely not right this minute. It's late. I should stop streaming. I can't believe I streamed the whole first half of the stream. Okay, at least we've gone like another 50 minutes now, so I feel a little bit less terrible because I have now, it's like a 50-50 thing. You get half no audio and half audio. Oh, that could definitely help. Thank you. So the thing that's confusing though, I bet if we look in here, it's not using module, it's probably using service worker. Actually, this looks like maybe an old type Webpack. So the thing is the module syntax that they use is new. So this probably, yeah. Which we could probably do. I don't know that we really gain anything. The only reason I went with the module syntax is one, it's what the the chat worker thing that uses durable object, their demo used it, and also the documentation says that it is going forward it will be the default. So I thought that I should just support it, even though it doesn't seem fully baked. Yeah. Well, as I am right now, I'm rid of Webpack for whatever that's worth. But for sure, I mean, you're definitely, like type safety. I hear you for sure. It's just, I think the thing is, I've been writing JavaScript stuff for a real long time, and it was mostly front end stuff. And there's still something there's something like still mildly offensive to me about the concept of a compilation phase for JavaScript. Like there's something about that still just feels a little weird, because I like being able to just like, I'll just open up a web browser and type in the console if I want and write code, But whatever. And now at this point, I'm very frequently writing stuff like this that is more application-y, and just sticking some explicit types in there would not be a bad idea. Like this file is just JavaScript, right? There's no types explicit here. There's two types here, I guess. Yeah, okay. I think what I'm going to say is we're going to it really would make life easier in the future if we wanted to add more features for this. I don't know. We can think about it. At this moment, though, other than the last hour, so also in the last hour when the microphone has been on, I don't feel like I've actually accomplished anything useful. That's almost completely true now. You're right. Like most of the stuff I've been working on recently, like my website goes through Nuxt. The Kiss and Tell site we did goes through 11D. So much stuff that I've been doing lately goes through some kind of compilation phase anyway. I did another thing recently with, I don't remember what I use now. Vuetify, maybe? Anyway, some other thing. Yes, you're very right. But, I mean, whatever. I would just have to remember to not write in TypeScript if I open up Glitch and start typing TypeScript or whatever. So I think either we will try to port this at some point, although I'm pretty sure it works at this moment, or we will just save it for a new project. I mean, it's basically just this code, except anywhere there's a let, I also need a type, or anywhere there's a const, I also need a type. I guess function signatures would need it too. Sometimes? Okay. This is a little concerning. Oh, did I not actually push the... yeah, we didn't... I broke it, and then I unbroke it, and then I didn't push the working version. So hopefully this will auto-reconnect one of these days. It should reconnect. But I think maybe the timeout gets slower every time. I can't remember. Oh, okay. So in general, I can be okay. Oh, right, sure. So just like in C# where I could use var if I wanted, I wouldn't necessarily have to. Because most of these, sure, would be very... We'd already know. That's true. Yeah, most of this stuff we would... Like all these things, we would know what these things are. Okay, yeah. Well, I just wanted to check this before I signed off, and it seems I've broken it. Uh-oh. Is it really broken, or is it just pretend broken? Actually, do we even need... I'm a bit confused on what we actually have to... I think I maybe broke it. Because I forgot we did make a bunch of other changes while we were at it. Do we not make those static in the utility class? Yes. That's probably the problem. I bet a compiler would have cut that. Okay, it sort of seems like it works. Let's publish it. If only I had a compiler, then it probably would have caught that. But where am I going to get a compiler at this hour? Okay, WS open. That came back pretty quickly, actually. Something is not working. What is it? I think something's still broken. And we wouldn't know what it is because... Oh, wait, we can use our stupid logger. If Glitch will actually let us log in, which recently it just decided that it doesn't. Okay, let us in this time. We would get exceptions. Yes, definitely go to sleep. I'm gonna go to sleep soon. Thanks for hanging out, Bill. Thanks for alerting me to Terrible microphone situation. This is a tragic story. Thank you and good night. Okay. Will we get some errors? We don't even get our errors, which probably means our error logger is broken as well. So static. We don't really need to export this. I don't think it matters, but that's all static. It's possible I missed the utility function. In fact, I think I know the exact one I missed. Maybe I didn't. Let's see. No, we did that one. Utilities handle errors. We got the path components. Seems like we got those. We got those. Ah. Can't log the message if you've got errors in your error logging. I don't know what to tell you. You've got some problems. You've got some serious problems. Okay, so how broken are we now? Still broken. It's hard to debug these. I feel like all I've done for the last hour is introduce problems. Okay. Okay, this .broadcast is not a function. Did I accidentally lose my broadcast in all the cut and pasting? It looks like I did. That's bad. Because there was another... We've deleted everything 100 times over. How are we going to ever get that back? Let's check source control. Workers add. Okay, what have we destroyed here today? This is what we had. I want to view this whole file. How do I see it? Actually, let's just undestroy this. So this was our old one. So what did I lose? Just broadcast, handle WebSockets, then broadcast was our one internal utility. It's a little scary. Again, if we had a compiler, we would have known that. I think Bill's onto something here. Okay, it's possible that that was our only problem. Seems okay. We're getting what appears to be valid clicks. We look at this viewer, which is connected to the fake server. We're getting all this stuff. So to test all 4 scenarios of like a client and a broadcaster, like a viewer and a broadcaster both connected to the new server. A viewer and a broadcaster both connected to the old server, which should just work because it's the old server. A viewer on the new server, a broadcaster on the old server, and a viewer on the old server, a broadcaster on the new server. Some of those in practice we would never actually have. Okay, well, we made some progress today. Much of that progress, or much of the stream was very lateral. We had a lot of lateral movement. And we also didn't have a microphone for a long time, which is still, can't believe it. Can't believe I did that. I mean, I kind of can. But I also sort of can't. I pushed the wrong button. Hi, it's me again. I just wanted to, let's quickly commit this stuff before I forget. We want to delete this one, goes away. Out with the old, in with the new. This is the good one. This is the one we like. It's the one with the JWT class, utilities class. Yes. New webpack. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. It's all fine. Okay. Yeah. Phil Powers. Thanks for coming by. Axio, thanks for coming by and not being on stream. VS Code, thanks for saying hello. Anybody else who has said hello before I accidentally cleared chat, I appreciate it. And I'll catch you next time. And maybe we'll, I don't know. We need to deploy this, but I'm nervous about it because I don't want to break anything. I don't want to break everything. Okay, good night. Bye.